Hey everybody, it's Aaron. How's it going? I hope everything's going good for you. So we've talked about this for off and on for a couple of years, and we finally did it. We put our house up for sale. Now, granted, we are doing it ourselves because we're not in a real big hurry to give money to the real estate agents. So if we can, we'll do it ourselves. We'll go probably a couple more weeks before we consider going to a real estate agent. But there's a reason behind selling the house. The main reason is because the wife has some medical issues, and we may need to be, well, I think she's already been approved for the transplant, for a liver transplant. And so we're looking at possibly having to do a full liver transplant come here this fall if they find a donor or something like that. We're still doing tests every month and keeping an eye on things, but almost 2 years, it'll be 2 years this fall. So about a year and a half ago, she had liver surgery, had a mass removed off of her liver, and they took just under 50% of her liver. And it seemed to be getting better. After 6 months, they gave her no restrictions. This is just a clinical, it wasn't no tests or anything, but everything seemed to be healing good. So they gave her basically the go ahead to consume alcohol again, and we decided, to have a drink, and it was literally just one drink, and she was sicker than a dog, almost to the point of taking her to the hospital. We're figuring she gave herself a mild case of alcohol poisoning just off one drink, and she hasn't touched it since. Now it's been a year now, but we're moving forward, hopefully going in the right direction. But they started doing MRIs and tests and stuff like that, and come to find out her liver did not regrow as it was supposed to. So it's still sitting at the 51 or 52% or whatever they figured out that they removed from the surgery. And more or less, it didn't grow back like it was supposed to, like I said. I believe they even said there are parts of it that are actually dying, so it's just not good news. I mean, she still feels okay for the most part. She has her good days and bad days again now. So that was the number one reason why we put the house up for sale, is because we live in a small town of 400. They do have an ambulance, but it's first responders, and they aren't allowed to transport. So even if we called for an ambulance in the town we're in, they wouldn't be able to do much. Most of them are just volunteers, and they don't have that much training anyway, so they wouldn't be able to do much. We'd still have to wait for a transport ambulance to come from the closest town, which is 25 miles away, or wait for me to get to her to haul her in, which I'm still 25 miles away if I'm at work. So we're moving into the bigger town. During the summer, we'll definitely more or less live in the camper like we did last summer, and continue more videos there. But this is just more or less an update. I have we haven't posted anything on either one of our channels in a while because we have been in the process of reducing, selling, scrapping, just getting rid of everything that we don't need to carry with us because we would more than likely move into a smaller 3-bedroom apartment or townhouse or something of those sorts. And well, hopefully we kind of got one picked out, but we're hoping we can get the house sold so I can put the first month's in deposit and all that stuff down. But other than that, everything's been going good. I'm still working full time. Just life goes on and we continue on, but we have done a lot of stuff. I mean, we've sold a lot off Facebook. We've sold a lot off, friends and family that may need stuff here or stuff that we don't use because we had a lot of stuff from the daycare we sold and gave away, and we have had a couple hits on the house, and a few people seem to be interested, so we're hoping to do a quick sale and get the house paid off because I do have a lien against it. So once payment comes in, I can pay the lien off and be free and clear of that trouble and that responsibility. There's nothing wrong with the house. We actually love our house. We really don't want to do this, but we'd rather be prepared than not. So, I mean, it is just a house. It is just stuff that we're selling, we're throwing away, or we're giving away. It's hard. I know some of you that went from a traditional home to an RV know that you accumulate a lot of stuff, and it don't take long to accumulate a lot of stuff. We've been in our house for 20 years, and we've accumulated a lot of stuff, and we got some never rooms. And this is a term I got from a friend of mine. If you've never heard of a never room, it's a room that nobody is ever in. Never ever in the room. So it's like a storeroom, closet. And in our big 4-bedroom, 2-story house, we had quite a few never rooms. And it's just going through it, and it's like some of that stuff we had when we were in high school and college. I'm 40, the wife's almost 40, and I haven't looked at it in 20 years. There's really no point in keeping it anymore. I mean, even my garage, I got stuff in there from 12 years ago I haven't even touched, that I put in there. There's stuff in there from the previous owner that when he left, and there was a lot of stuff he left. So I'm going through, and if it's something I'm not looking to carry into the new place, or especially if we get into the place that we're hoping to get into, it's only a 2-car garage. I'm going from a 3-car garage with a 1-car garage behind that. So there's a lot of stuff that I gotta get rid of, and that's just in the garage. The housing's not so much. We're going down to a 3-bedroom apartment is what we're hoping for, and it's tough going through it. It's tough debating on what to keep and what not to keep. What do you need? What don't you need? And the wife even makes a comment on some of the stuff that she's gotten rid of. I guess if she needs it, in the new place, I guess I'll be buying new. I mean, it's easier to do that than try to pack in, 20 years of stuff and sort through it in storage units for months or years at a time, and it's just time to downsize, get rid of the responsibility. Um, like I said, we loved our house. We still do. We don't want to do this, but it's just time. Um, but this is our update for now. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow. I plan on putting more videos up once things become less hectic and we're not running around with our head cut off and trying to deliver stuff and trying to sell stuff and all that. Some of the stuff I know we sold, we got taken. We didn't care. We wanted it gone. I mean, there's a lot of things that we sold at like below rock bottom price. We knew we could have gotten more for, but it wasn't worth the fight, and it's not worth the time to us. We have more important things to do, and that's just the way it is. So thanks for watching. Please leave your comments. We appreciate hearing from anybody and everybody. So there's my update. Later.